Hi. Hello everyone, welcome to the Son of a YouTube channel. Thank you so much for voting on the community poll. Today we're gonna talk about, Nintendo, excuse me? Are we even surprised at this point, chat? This is the Nintendo, the same game company that said that their Joy-Cons didn't have drift and we were just pretending. But before we continue, do you guys like my little Animal Crossing character? I wanted to try something different considering we are talking about Nintendo. Like I always say before, smash that subscribe button, do your usual YouTube thingamajiggy, and if you don't like cursing, get the fuck out of here! Back to the original topic. Nintendo game prices. $80 booze! What are we doing? Now don't take me for a cheap ass, but there's no way in hell that I'm gonna spend $80 on a Mario Kart game, out of all things. I can somewhat understand the price of the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh yeah, it's a game console with 4K, whatever the hell. The PlayStation was like for $500. Whatever, right? But the games? The little ass $80? Even with all of these 4K bullshit things, it's like, that's such a scam! I honestly wonder if we're gonna go back to the DS times. Remember when that shit was like 200 something and it got discounted for like 190, I'm assuming? Even for the Nintendo Switch's price, you could have at least had like a whole like theme song for the main menu. Maybe a theme song for the Mii's. Something along those lines. I highly doubt we're ever gonna get any of those things again though. God, why did we have to go through this modernization bullshit? Go back to when Nintendo consoles were fun. Also, how insane is it that some people in fucking comment sections are saying that the prices are okay? They're okay?! Well, excuse me, Mr. Big Bucks over here. I didn't know Richie Richard was over here, you know, spending $80 on Mario Kart and $90 on the new Legend of Zelda with 4K and all the DLC. I have yet to see PlayStation games go up to that. $90? $80? God damn! What's the new Tomodachi Life gonna be then? 100? Oh, and please don't get me started on that fucking camera shit. You know, all I'm saying is that E6 is gonna go a little— Okay, let me stop. No, but honestly,
God, who the hell
fuck cares? Who even asked for that, honestly? Who asked for a separate camera so you can see your face? Oh my god, and the Nintendo voice chat? You have to pay money for that? Oh, don't get me started on the tutorial! You have to pay $10? At least I think $10 for the tutorial. The tutorial on how to use the fucking Nintendo Switch shit. Nintendo. Are we so fucking for real? Never in my mystery years of living have I ever thought I would live to see the day that a game company will ask you to pay money just so they can teach you how their fucking console works. Never in 1,000,000 fucking years! Correct me if I'm wrong, but this gotta be the most scummiest I've ever seen Nintendo be! Ever! And please excuse the fact that I am sounding super angry at this, but in actuality that I am. I do understand that game companies, any business whatsoever, they need money. But this is just going way too fucking far. Are you serious? $80 fucking dollars? Cut down those fucking prices. Cut down those prices. That's insane. This is honestly greedy as fuck. I don't know what prompted them to think that this shit was okay. Maybe it's the shit that's going on in this world, and I'm not trying to get political, so we'll skip right past that. But goodness gracious! I don't think that anyone on God's green earth is going to lay down $80 to $90 fucking dollars for a Nintendo game. That is insanity! Also, this may be a little nitpick, but your whole thing is family friendly. Family and friends can get this game and play with each other and all this shit. Last time I fucking checked, most families that I've known aren't swimming around in thousands and thousands of dollars, and some of them are living in paycheck through paycheck through paycheck. So, who is this exactly for? The rich families? My theory of what's gonna happen is this. Nintendo's gonna eventually realize that people are not gonna waste their time with overly expensive consoles and overly expensive games, and they're gonna eventually cut down the price due to that. It happened before, like stated with the 3DS. It most likely will happen again. I'm not gonna sit here and say to protest against Nintendo, because you can do whatever the hell you want. All I'm gonna say is, if you're not gonna wait for a sale, a huge discount, and you're just gonna go ahead and pay full price for these things? I'm sorry, but you're kind of insane for that shit. I'm not about to spend that much money on the Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch 2 games. Anywho, to conclude that rage-filled rant that I had, thank you for watching. Sorry if I exploded your eardrums by the fact that I was screaming into my microphone. Leave your thoughts in the comments about this whole situation. I would love to read it. Anywho, I won't leave you stranded here for too long.
Goodbye!